Talk about a fate worse than death. Or a death worse than fate.
Yeah.
From my understanding of the lore of Toby, it would be together after death, I presume.
Not far from
I went back and tried to listen to the first episode, and or the first one that I could find, and y'all were still talking about Toby back then.
Well, Toby as a character concept was great. Toby as actuality, it didn't fit. So we killed him. Or we had Ed kill him. Or Ed had Brian kill him. Or something.
Yeah, Ed was thinking he was going to be a bit too powerful as a monk. And I'm thinking, okay, I didn't think monks were that crazy. But so yeah, they had decided to do him off and change him into the big bad in a way.
Yeah. All right, so we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to the Mystic Syndicate. I am your host, Brian, and tonight we are venturing into a completely different realm of gaming. We are exploring Dune: Adventures in the Imperium.
Yeah, the big bad in a way.
And this is from Modiphius Entertainment. So if you're if you're familiar with Modiphius, I believe it's a British company that came up with this. It is the 2D20 system. So this is completely alien to most of us, especially those folks who've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for all eternity. So, but yeah, we are here and we are live. But tonight, what we are planning on doing is exploring house creation. And we're going to talk about our characters, or they're going to talk about their characters, and I'm going to sit back and judge them mercilessly. So, for it is what I do. So I will point the finger. Actually, I'm not going to point the finger. I'm military. I'm going to use my knife hand and say bad stuff. So,
well, there's a perfectly good reason for using the knife hand. When you're pointing at somebody, you've got all your fingers pointing at you. With a knife hand, there is no question.
That is so true. There is
Hey,
definitely
Brian, I'm
no
going to
question.
go through all this. If the idea for my character just doesn't fit, I don't mind doing Benny Jesuit thingy, but you'll have to help me with that.
It's okay. Yeah, it's not a problem. I'll be more than happy to help. That's why I'm here.
So I'd rather start off with a character that would be useful rather than having to kill it and come up with one that will be.
Right. So, but for folks watching at home, understand we're all new to this. I mean, like I was telling the players, I've played twice. I've never ran this game, so it's kind of we're learning together. But I had provided plenty of reading material for the team. But the book is kind of to give kind of a review of the game and the core rule book. It can be confusing a little bit. Obviously, it was written by Britons, probably for Britons. So poor old Southern boys like myself, from the hills. I just kind of looked at it and went, I don't know if I could ever run this thing. But after reading it and watching other people play it, I've screwed my courage to the sticking place and thought, hell, let's give it a shot. All right, so I'm going to bring up my where is all my cool Dune stuff? Where is it? It's not here. Oh well, it's here somewhere. So yeah, if you guys happen to have the core rule book up, we can go to the actual house creation part. I'm going to open up that house, the house
page 86.
thing. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, let me pull open that fillable house sheet so that we can use it. And I really do like the character and house sheets. They're really nice. They did a really good job on these, and it's you got to give them credit. They did a really good job. So let me go to here. Okay. All right. What was the page again? There, Pat?
86.
Okay.
86.
86. Cool. All righty. Let's go to 86.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy the illustrations that they put in there.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So we are going to start with our house type. And hopefully we'll be able to get this cooking for you guys.
So what do we got to roll for what?
Okay. So right now
It'll be a while to roll.
yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit to roll, but let's at least get everything up. Okay, so first off, we have to what we're thinking about doing is, of course, our house type. Now, as far as house types go, I would like to kind of impress upon you guys that I don't want to start with a nascent house that is. I already have a vision in my head, and nascent houses are just too weak. And being that you guys have 5 players, which is great. I wasn't even expecting 5. I was thinking I was lucky if I could get 3 of you guys together. And so I'm really looking at possibly a house minor to start. The beautiful thing about house minor is you only start with one enemy house. Like there's another house, which is a rival. Where with nascent houses, you don't have any rivals at all. But if you went with a house major, you could have multiple enemies. And being that this is the first time that we've explored this, I wanted to keep it simple. So if we're good with that, I believe that is where we're going to go. We're just going to go with a house minor. Did anyone have an idea on what the starting domains that you were thinking about for this house? And this is something we can explore right now, because house minors have one primary domain and one secondary domain. And if you scroll down a little bit, you can actually see like you can see the domains. Like we have artistic areas of expertise, like that machinery, produce, expertise, workers, and understanding. But then they have these other things, like you can have like an artistic house. Let's see, like a primary is maybe that they are into machinery or things of that nature. You could go espionage. But a lot of times, like with espionage, what you might want to do is choose a primary that has nothing to do with that. Like, yeah, it can be kind of weird. But did anybody have any idea what they wanted to go with?
I had some thoughts that I'd love to kind of toss out and see if anybody kind of resonates with them. I was kind of going back and forth, minor, major, but some of the ideas was kind of the industrial style, being ingrained in some kind of semi-important equipment, or I was thinking maybe like the poison snooper business. Maybe we build them or something. Or maybe, I don't know, dealing with Space Guild people and we construct the the tanks for the navigators, or something of that nature.
Okay. Wow, that's really not a bad. Those aren't really bad ideas at all. Okay.
Yeah, jumping off of that, if we're like more of an industrial or like, pardon me, like agricultural, like we provide a service like that, it could provide us like a little bit more spread with our characters. because I saw on there that one of the archetypes you could take was a smuggler. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But depending on what house we have, can't really have that. But if we're like building like the poison snoopers or something like that, we have like a front business. So that way we could like smuggle spice or something like that on the side.
That's totally
Wait.
possible.
Yeah, so you're saying, I think the way you're explaining it, Destro provides maybe a bit more options for us to do different things. So we could touch, a little bit of farming. We could touch into pretty much any of these kind of expertises. It's maybe not so much the artistic, but well,
Right.
Well, I'd imagine if you were industrial, you would also have people in espionage. You wouldn't want another planet to be able, or another household to do what you can do.
Or you want to steal what they've got.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things about the house miner is, I think we get one primary domain and one secondary domain, which I think what you're
Yeah.
talking about, smuggling or espionage or something kind of more covert, or even Canley.
Okay.
I kind of like the idea of having like a front business and then having a really covert side business.
That doesn't necessarily get into the espionage part, but it doesn't call out for anything specific for the second. And I want to stay as far away from Canley as possible.
Me too, since I'm trying to be the physician.
Yeah.
Okay. So being that, so from what I'm hearing, it sounds more like you guys would like to go the industrial route, something within there, like manufacturing, which is great. And then you're looking for something a little bit more on the dark side for your secondary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those that where the industrial, and we'll have the front business, and then we'll have whatever sub rosa businesses, and there can be multiple lines. But the secondary, I think, should be espionage, not only because of the business intelligence part of it, but we have a rival. We need to remove rival.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So when it comes to let's go ahead and focus quickly on the industrial on your primary. What is it that you guys want to produce?
I like the idea of the tanks for the guild navigators.
Okay. So how does everybody else feel about that?
And the reason for that is it gives us an in with the Spacing Guild.
That is right.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
have to go on
Yeah.
test runs and stuff with things, so free transportation.
That is
And
not
it's
a bad
such
idea.
A high risk thing.
So again,
It's
Now,
It's not like making crawlers for harvesting spice. It's like, oh, it's a tube that stays in the same place for years, probably.
yeah. But now let's think about that. Do we make just the tubes that go shipboard, or do we make the tubes that are mobile?
Like the actual suits for guild navigators, like the ones who haven't gone all the way to 4th stage.
I'm thinking the ones that like the one that was brought to Shaddam the Fourth in both of the movies.
Okay.
Or all three of them. Where they
Okay.
had
Is there any reason why we can't do both? Like, well, maybe our main is maybe the smaller, like the less mobile ones, and then we do special cases.
Mm-hmm. That works.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, because I'm thinking you could produce those specialized mobile tanks for, like, said, a 4th stage guild navigator to be able to like like in the movies,
Mhm.
show up. But you could also be the people who produce the suits of the like the first stage navigators, the guys who were just getting pretty much inundated with the spice. And you saw those in the second movie. Primarily this, so you'd be producing those types of suits. Okay, so I'm going to write that down on our house thing. So we're let's see, we build. Let's see, Spacing Guild suits and tanks. Okay, that's awesome. All right, this is cool. So let's talk about our secondary.
So the secondary espionage, intelligence, operations, and secrets are the meat and drink of most houses.
Yeah. So I mean, you already have one. You already have one in production where you're producing. That's in your primary. So you probably want to get something other than produce. But the espionage is really good. But there's
You have like the machinery with your surveillance devices, sensors, jamming technology.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, it fits with our industrial really well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So so do we want to stick with one of those types of things, like surveillance devices, sensors, jamming? What I mean is there something else that you can think of that is not mentioned?
I actually have the thought subterfuge with sensors. Maybe we know whenever navigators get into the tanks.
That's actually not bad. On top,
and this,
I love that because then wouldn't your sensors also be able to pick up things that they're saying to others that you actually have? Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, okay.
Could we add
be some
tracking to that?
vibrations.
and what?
Tracking?
It's our sensors.
Let's think about physics here for a second, guys. We can collect everything we want. How do we communicate that from the device to us?
The transmitter.
So,
Well, would we? Okay, if we're building all this stuff, wouldn't we have a person that stays with it to make sure it runs and does what it's supposed to within the guild?
military contractors.
So we would have like a designated person who would make sure that all of that stuff got sent back to where it was supposed to, or collected and given.
Ooh.
I kind of imagine like collection points whenever a ship docks somewhere. You would have a kind of a download that just occurs, kind of downloading logs of usage, and certain information gets funneled to our assets at those docking ports. I mean, if there's an issue with one of our tanks, we need to be able to fix it. Is the thought in my head.
We could use it like as a means to what is it hell called? I forget it. Like not like a preventive maintenance where you got the
an overhaul.
Plus, it could give us any reason to inspect their ship. We could fudge numbers and be like, "Hey, we found this one error. We need to go inspect it," and we can just go on into the guild ships.
Yeah, you can just.
So
pretty
I will
much
mention. I'm sorry. I will mention the Space Guild is very tight knit. So I imagine there is going to be a part of our technology we won't have access to if they're putting in like ratios of the wonderful dust, the spice. I mean, their own specific specifications. They'll have some refitting or modeling, but
and they're of course going to have countermeasures in place too.
Oh yeah.
So we got to be sneaky.
So with all the information that we would be getting, what would be the ultimate goal of that?
Well, I guess that
Maintaining
depends.
continuity.
Okay, I understand that that's going to be what we're going to tell them on the face, but what is going to be the actual?
No, that's actually what we're trying to do. We're trying to maintain continuity of operations, continuity of people, continuity of how things operate.
And we have to take metrics and and enhance our technology as it goes along, right? Understand. Yeah.
I mean, the Spacer Guild is like very closely tied to the Emperor. So oftentimes if we are getting the the conversations, we can hear like what the Emperor is going to do before it goes into action. And we may be able to take like, hey, he's going to shut down the Atreides government. We need to move on that,
But this is also something that you can take, and this is information that you can sell and gain favor with other houses. That you have this technology, but this is something you're trying to keep secret because it falls under the espionage. So this is not something that you want everybody to know how you're doing it, but you do seem to have a sort of a prescient knowledge on things as it's going. I love this idea. So do we want to go with the sensors, sensor production?
Yeah.
Yep.
And sensor production and monitoring.
Yeah.
Where are we putting that on?
And
We're not.
yeah, it's on the house record sheet, and I think everybody has a copy of that too. You can see it if you want, but I'm making it. I'm actually drawing it up right now, and I'll send it to you guys. So so we're doing sensor production and monitoring. This is awesome. Freaking
Nicely done, Jolly.
Yeah, that was very, very well put. Talk about thinking. Talk about thinking way outside of the box on that one. Okay,
inside the tube.
This is good. Okay, let's talk about. Oh, hey, did you guys want to come up with a house name?
Fred.
House Fred.
The House of Bills.
Well,
No.
in the books, most of the names of the other houses are Dutch, because the Coam was basically out of the Dutch culture. So just a thought.
Okay.
Yeah, I would pick up on the languages, wouldn't I, Brian?
Okay, language guru.
Well, I mean, you got to think of the Atreides can trace their lineage all the way back to like ancient Greece.
Ancient Greece. Yeah.
And the Harkonnens could take it back to I think like Sweden and Finland. Yeah, it was like really, yeah. But what was it? The Butlerians became the Carinos. The butlers became the Carinos after the jihad.
And who's emperor now? Is Shaddam fourth?
Shama.
Yeah, who is the emperor?
Mhm.
Okay, so the time period that we're working with is actually going to be at the time that the Harkonnens take Arrakis from the House Rishes.
Okay,
So that is 80
Shaddam,
years
Yeah.
before the Atreides take the house.
but House Carino has the throne.
Oh yeah, yeah. House
Okay.
Carino has the throne,
Yay!
and I think it's still going to be Shaddam the Fourth, if I remember.
I think so
right.
too.
Yeah, I think that's the right time period. Of course, if anybody's watching online, if you happen to know, please put it in the comment section. We'd be happy to hear. If you're like going, you're not doing it right, Anderson. It's like, screw you all.
Kiffy Mike says we should go House Gary.
House Gary.
Yeah.
Is it like Gary, Indiana?
Hi, Mike.
That's funny.
Well, I don't know any Dutch
I don't
words or
know.
anything like. I did find a Dune House name generator.
Oh, cool.
Oh, good.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna keep clicking. I'm gonna hit stop. Oh hell no!
Also, hell no. That would fit.
House Atra. There's House Atra. At least we can all pronounce it. There's also hold on. Dot Zilic. I
Nah.
don't know. Nah.
Seems weird.
Bethania. Yeah. Caston. Mirande. Pangaro. Sebin. Lavos.
Wow.
Yeah.
These are some pretty weird names.
They are pretty weird.
On that name, what was that? Seabin? Would that be something taken in regards to ship sailing or container?
Yeah, it was SEBEN. Kirabath. Rudolfo. Sosk. Yeah, these are some. Yeah. How about House Brian?
No. No.
It's spelled with a Y though. So
Well, that's like
this
sacrilege.
is too close. It's House Stoby, so we can always just call it House Toby. I'm just throwing stuff out there. If anybody's got anything,
I threw some words into Google Translate to see what they are in Dutch, and manufactured is vervaard.
Ooh,
it seems kind of neat. I was just
that's not bad.
Any other
that's
words?
actually not bad, but it's up to you guys. It's your house.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Let me think.
How is that one spelled?
VERVAARD.
Revered.
Yeah.
Vervaard.
Well, I'll tell you what. Does it really matter?
Well,
maybe to you.
I'm thinking about it. Is there any house name that anybody can think of that they want in particular?
I didn't get that far in my thinkings.
Okay.
Luckily, I got to the point that got to my character. I didn't even think about a house.
Oh, all right. Tell you what, I'm going to do a Google search on. All right, let's pick a country, a European country, anyone.
Czechoslovakia.
That's
Okay.
not European.
That's European.
Is it?
Actually, I'm going to change that to Bohemian because that was the culture that the Czechoslovakians came out of. Is that cool?
Okay.
All right. Bohemian house.
Give us something good.
Bohemian house names.
Okay.
Reject. Okay. That was weird. I'm going to a different browser.
Well, did it put you on a watch list or something? I mean, like you're not already on one, but okay.
I'm on so many watch lists, it's not fun. Okay. Oh no.
And I do apologize. It's our it's now 6:00. It's dinner time. So
It's okay. Everybody eats on this stream.
Hey, Rox, how do you pronounce this one?
I can't pronounce that.
Okay.
Christmas.
I like Bavard. That was kind of okay.
Yeah, I thought that was nice.
All right.
Be House V.
Showtech.
What?
Showtech.
Bowtech?
Slavic. Showtech. Chotek. Showtech.
The Chotek.
How is that fully spelled? I got the CH.
Chotek. That's Dunish.
Good Dunish name.
House of Chotek.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so
Past Chotek.
okay, so we have you have two that you were kicking around. You have Chotek, and then you had the other one, which was
Bavard.
Vivard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vivard. So
I don't know. Chotek almost sounds like Klingon. Chotek.
Yeah.
You say that like a bad thing.
No.
okay, so which one are we going with?
Chotek. I vote with that one.
Chotek.
Chotek
Okay.
sounds great.
Chotek it is.
Sounds good to me.
All right, House Chotek. All right. Okay, so to fill in the homeworld spot, I wanted to kind of make that a part of the initial story. So I'm not going to tell you right off what the deal is or who you're at, but I will tell you who you are associated with, because you're a house miner, and the great house that you are a part of is going to be House Atreides.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So at least I could give you that, but other than everything else, I'm going to leave that for a little bit. All right, so let's go next with, it looks like we got house traits under the house type. So this was where I was kind of like, where in the world do you get these traits from? But I think you can pick, if I remember right, let's see.
Find the Atreides household, and it will tell you what their
Like,
characters are.
Yeah.
Characteristics are.
Yeah. Do they show you like the Atreides house information? Like you could look at their traits as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if we could find those, that might be kind of useful to us.
There's also their traits are listed on page 102 and page 142 to 143.
Okay, so
Okay,
let's
that's
see.
weird.
Well, see, I went to 102 and didn't really find a list or anything. So I think, yeah. What it says here is the final element of creating your house itself is to select its traits. These traits, blah blah blah, can be used as if they're traits of their own by any player. So it's the same type of traits that a player character can also have. Let's see. Each house begins with a trait for any primary domains it has. So I guess you get one trait because you only have one primary domain. This trait is the same as the area of expertise for that domain. Oh, okay. So it's the same as the area of expertise for that domain. So let's go back up and look at because our primary was industrial, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and you guys was, so I guess it was machinery, was it not? Is that a
Yes, it
trait?
was.
I think the first one was produce.
It was produce? Oh, okay. And then we did machinery
Yeah,
with the...
That's right.
Okay.
Sensors.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I guess the traits are produce, or is it industrial? Areas of expertise. Each area of expertise is divided into following set. Oh, okay. So it would be industrial is your trait. So you are industrial. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. Alrighty. Well, that was easy. Alrighty. Well, I guess. It's kind of a trait. You guys are industrious. You make things. You're not slackers.
Nope.
Okay. So let's talk about house roles. Like, what is everybody doing within this house? So, as you know, that there's a ruler, there can be a consort, heirs, advisors, chief physician. We already know who the chief physician is. That's pretty basic to figure out. I think Jolly's already got that wrapped up. So, Jolly, what's the name of your character again?
The name is Taylor Soon. That's a Soon.
Cool.
Spelling at the last name.
And it's just Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice. Let's see. Do we have anyone who would fall under like, let's see, counselor, envoy?
I have an advisor.
Advisor.
So there was an advisor, and that was, okay, what's the name of your character, Russ?
Yadek. Yadek.
Y-A-D?
Yadek. Glau. Glau.
Cool. Okay. Got it. Nice. Were there any, no one picked Mentat? No Mentats? Spy Masters? Anybody? Sword Master?
I think I have a scout.
Oh, you got a scout?
Yeah. So I don't know if
I wonder
that
where
way
that would fall. I guess scout would be Spy Master?
it'd be close enough, I think.
Yeah, probably. Okay, go ahead with the name.
Rhys, RHYS, Kaldar, Caldar.
Cool. Got it. All right. Do we have a sword master? Anybody wanted to take up the mantle of that? Oh, okay. Nick, it's you. What's your name? Your character name?
My character, hold on, let me pull it up because I wrote it down and it's, there you go. Dravik, Dravek, Galathan, Galithan.
Cool. All righty. And we got one more. We have, so Grinna, what were you thinking, or what are you?
Well,
Do you want to? Oh, hey, I got one for you.
well, okay. So while I was coming up with this, remember I was dealing with a high stress situation. I'm feeling very redheaded stepchild in this. So I was like, okay, she's going to be the lesser daughter of the unfavored concubine. It's like, oh, well, she could be a warrior.
Okay.
I was feeling very, very alone. Right?
So
Maybe I should have gotten very zen.
Okay.
So War Master.
So I would maybe War Master. I don't know.
okay.
Marshall.
Well, it kind of also depends on like your scores, like the scores that you picked. I mean, like, of course, a sword master, you'd want a high battle, of course, a high battle score.
Yeah.
You would hope you'd have that.
Have a high battle.
War Master, I'm not really too sure of. I didn't really get a chance to look at that one, but I was almost kind of thinking that, or I was hoping somebody would be brave enough to take either an heir of the house or the ruler of the house.
Oh, hell no.
I am not 100%. This is what I want. So we can turn her into whoever we want. And I'm fine with that.
Maybe a heir of the house that doesn't know what she wants.
That works.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can do
A
that.
Reluctant heir.
Reluctant heir.
The unknown heir.
There you go. There you go. All right. So,
I want one Layla.
okay. So that's the name of your character. Okay. So it's
Sorry.
Layla. Okay, and being that you were the heir of the house, you were going to actually have the last name of the house.
Protect.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. Well, that was easy. Wow, you guys made that like really super simple and easy for me. Thank you.
Good thing we didn't go with House Fred.
Yeah, House Fred would have been Layla Fred.
Yeah.
The scourge of the universe.
Warrior is fine.
We know that a lot of the households would send their daughters to the Bene Jesuits for training before they would come back.
Yes.
So, do we want to go that route with her? I mean, I don't care.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, let's see, being that you were going to be an heir to the house, probably like I don't know if it's a trait or if it's. Hold on, let me take a look.
I think it's a trait. I remember seeing that.
Or like command. So you would be you have command, but you also you're an aristocrat because you're, of course, the heir to a house. But yeah, and of course, if you have been a Jesuit training, that can also be a part of your build.
Okay. Because that would be normal for them to go to Bene Jesuit training for that.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to use Prana Bindu, which is their ability to control their bodies, but you may not be able to use the voice because you're not a full sister.
Right.
If you were a Bene Gesserit sister, you would be able to use the voice.
So I'm going to need help in modifying this sheet because
that's fine. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely do that. Alrighty, so we have house rolls, and I think we are. Let's see what else we need to fill in. Enemies I'll take care of, so you don't have to worry about that. I already have the name of the enemy house and everything, and I'll put all that good information down on the sheet for you guys.
It'll be House Gary, isn't it?
No. House Gary. House Fred. House Gary. Yeah. House Toby.
Definitely shout out to Michael on that
one. Yeah, that's true. Okay, and I think we are actually done with house. So that's not too bad. Now, of course, if there's one of you who is very creative and you want to come up with like a house flag or a crest, that would be cool too. We could kind of incorporate that if you are so inclined. But I love the idea that what you guys came up with about the sensors and the making of the tanks and everything. That and also having the ability to have kind of an in with the Spacing Guild. That helped me out a lot. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Thank you. You've made the game master's job easier. Thank you.
There's always a time for once things to happen, right?
True. Okay, so let's talk about characters. And I know most of you guys have already got your characters done. Jolly, thank you very much for jumping in there and knocking out your character. Did you have any questions? Or I think you pretty much have a pretty good grasp on how Taylor soon is going to be kind of ran.
I think so I did have a last minute adjustment on my talent and skills. Instead of having what's called dedication, I scratched that through and added a different one.
Okay.
And so we can talk about that when we get to talents or whatever of that nature. The other items on the sheet, whenever I was looking through, I think it was like page 103 in the book, it talks about focuses. And being a Suk physician, a lot of the amount of training that the character would have gone through, I think pretty much anything that touches the realm of physician type, surgical, or anything of that nature would be kind of in line with this character. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't taking too many focuses for the skill of that I have for understand skill, but I just wanted to make sure, my character's on the up and up. I'm not too overloading it.
So from what it looks like on the rule sheet, it says that focuses, you're supposed to choose 4 focuses and assign them to skills. And at least one should be assigned to your primary skill. Your archetype will offer suggestions if you took the, and I think you took the faction of what was it? Sook Doctor. So if you look at the Sook Doctor, you can see they have let's see, primary skills, archetypes. Let me see if I let me look at Doctor. Let's see if I have any. Okay, so
So I was looking at I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I'm at the focuses. Let's see, starting player has 4 focuses representing an area of expertise and specialization beyond their broad skills. So these focuses will each be associated with a single skill, which represents the skill which you will use that focus most often, which is the 8, 7, 6, or whatever the top, I guess 3 or 4 actually. Let's see. You choose an archetype. Oh, your chosen archetype will provide 2 focuses, one of which will usually be associated with the archetype's primary skill. So if we go back up there to archetypes, and let's see if we can find because there's scouts, infiltrators. Do they have doctors? I would hope so. War Master. I don't know. Do they have that, or would it fall under something else? I see that they have analysts, athletes, commanders, and commander is where I think most likely Layla's going to be under the commander archetype. So envoy.
So I think the route that I was heading with the focuses in there, it talks about a character has 1 or more focuses for each skill rated at 6 or higher. These focuses increase a character's chances of scoring critical success on tests using that skill.
Yeah.
So I do have the 4 focuses chosen.
Oh, okay.
But then I go into giving those the definition of what I know in those areas. And so specifically for the type of understand, which I think is on page 104. If I go into the understand, so examples of the understand focuses, there is like virology or infectious diseases. There's emergency medicine.
Yeah.
These little specific types of that focus, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay. So are we talking about focuses or drives? Because drive statements, I believe it would be more than focuses.
Yeah, correct. I think I'm talking about focuses, but on the drive is in a different section, correct? The drive is going to be from the duty, faith, justice, power, truth section. Is that correct?
Let me pull up a. Let's see if I can pull up. Let's see. Hold on. Let me save your house real quick so that we can.
Yeah, so mainly I'm looking, definitely in the rule book. It's page 103 and 104.
Okay.
In play, while you receive focuses for particular skills, they may be used on any skill test where they might reasonably be appropriate. So I'm staying in the skills section, so I don't think I'm on the drives.
Okay.
The drives, whenever I go down further, the drives actually apply to the drive and statement section on the character sheet.
Okay.
So as I stay in the skills section, you have focuses, but it's looking like I get caught up on the a character has one or more focuses for each skill rated at 6 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
And so the one or more, there's no limiter on that specific statement.
Okay.
These focuses increase a character's chance of scoring a critical success on tests using that skill in circumstances where the focus applies.
Right.
There is no singular fixed list of focuses. Focuses can be chosen freely during character creation, for there are innumerable areas of expertise and specializations.
Sure.
So being that my character's like a physician or a souk doctor, I mean,
Right.
you're talking about the cream of the crop in regards to special schooling and things of that nature. So these areas that are touch the medical field, I think, would apply in the focus in that area. So for instance, on my sheet, I have the skill understand, and under the understand skill, I've put composure, poison, emergency medicine, surgery, infection, and virology were the items that I placed in that immediate square.
Okay.
Next to the understand. So I just want to make sure I'm not packing the deck too much, but that these things would be consistent with a souk physician doctor.
Right. Okay. Okay, yeah. So yeah, as it says under I'm looking now at the character sheet and I can see where it says skills and focuses. It's in that thing.
Okay.
So it says choose 4 focuses and assign them to skills. And the list is on 103, which you had talked about. At least one should be assigned to your primary skill. But it doesn't say that you couldn't put all of them in your primary skill. It says at least one should be assigned to your primary skill. And of course, your archetype will offer suggestions you may wish to take if you wish. So it's not even, you don't even have to take what it says in the archetype. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, because that would definitely be understanding what you were talking about.
So what I would take and what I've done on my skill section, I have chosen 4 of those skills to be my focuses. The one I don't have anything on is actually battle. So I'm glad there's a couple of big beefy dudes here in our house that have a lot of battle for them.
Right. Okay.
So, but then, so I've chosen 4 specifically, and in those 4, I've placed those additional focus definitions, I guess.
Okay.
It's a little confusing because you have focuses and then you have focuses. So it's kind of a parsing of those at this particular point.
Yeah. Like I said, it can be a little confusing. I'm still sitting here kind of trying to figure it out. But I mean, that sounds good because that makes sense that you would have those focuses in understanding that would be something that you would be able to work with, or that's your field of expertise. Okay. That's cool. Anybody else have any questions concerning focuses and skills?
Okay, since we're changing this. Okay, so now I have 2 different things, and there's really no direction on the Jesuit training thing.
You just put under one of your talents is prana bindu.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I have that. But if you said to use the commander, that puts communication and battle as my 2 primary focuses.
Okay.
So as a warrior, what were your focuses?
For communication, I put inspiration, since apparently I'm an heir.
That's good.
And then for firearms, I just really like the idea of pistols.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm not so sold on that as the battle.
Okay. So primarily the weapons that they have as far as pistols go, you have Mala pistols, which are usually used by assassins.
Right.
Then you have las guns, which are laser weapons. But mind you, laser weapons can be kind of iffy.
They detonate shields, don't they?
Yeah, if a laser beam hits one of the Holtzman shields, it's like a minor nuclear explosion, and it will kill pretty much everybody. Either the las gun will explode, or the Holtzman shield will explode. No matter what, everybody gets pretty much effed if it hits one of those things. Hence, this is why blades have become such a big deal, because like you guys would probably have a personal shield, a Holtzman shield, because you're a minor house. You do have the ability to have those. So I mean, using the las gun would be pretty dangerous.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I think there's like a dart.
Yeah,
I think there's
long blade. But if she's going with the training thing, it would be more towards strategy and tactics.
Okay.
Or maybe unarmed combat.
Well, look at this. From what the characters in the book. Hey, Rotha was an heir, but he was not a commander. He was an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't want to be an assassin.
yeah, I know, but what I'm trying to say is you're making an assumption that the heir would be a commander as opposed to anything else. That's why I was saying it in the general group so I could tell Brian, but not say, "Hey, Brian, I think you're wrong."
on page 110 in the book.
Oh shit!
It actually has some suggested archetypes for the Bene Gesserit sister that might be helpful in driving your character creation.
What page?
110.
110.
See, I went toward warrior, but maybe an envoy would be more appropriate.
Now, each of these have certain items that are going to affect how your character acts and responds.
Right.
You flipping in the book or scrolling on the page if you have the PDF, going down to like 114 is where the archetypes begin. So 114 is the War Masters. That's more battle oriented.
I think I'll go back to the warrior.
Yeah.
I think I like that better. But I'm going to move communication. But see, it says warrior is mainly battle and discipline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Focus is dirty fighting and long blade.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not very
Oh, with that thought of with the dirty fighting possibility in the assets, there may be something that might be, is it like a dart, some sort of dart item that might function like a pistol, but it's not called a pistol.
Yeah. Hold on 1 minute. I'm going down
it's
to
just
the assets.
dart guns. And that's actually what I was leaning toward, was the dart guns. Because it's listed under pistol, but it's not a pistol.
Right. What is that? Chapter 7 looks like.
Yeah, it's chapter 7.
So I'm going to just change pistol to dart guns.
Okay. So, just in general, how many skills are? Let me make sure I use the right terminology. How many talents and assets should we have as a starting character?
3 and 3, I thought. 3 focuses.
Yeah, 3 assets. You need one. Should be like an actual physical asset, like a weapon. Would be useful, and then of course you can also have intangible ones, which can be There's some examples.
One of my assets is communication. In the specialization is intelligence.
Where did you get? Is that from a particular list, or how did you come up with that?
I don't remember.
It's in the asset list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's in the what? Assets.
So 200, page 206 has the dart gun. This is an espionage asset. So you have the dart gun, you have the flip dart,
Hmm.
hunter seeker. Those sound rather savage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely a Canley toy.
Yeah, but that says that it's particularly used by the Emperor's elite people. So I probably would not have that. Probably just have a regular dart gun. Keep it up my sleeves. Do that.
Okay. Like looking at one of the archetypes, one of the starting assets was blackmail evidence.
Yep. That's an intangible.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
And see
Look at
that, and that would really also play into what you guys do, is that you gather evidence through your sensors and then categorize it. Oh, we can use this later to, affect how things, turn out. Keep your enemies close.
So with the assets, there's specific ones. So you have a personal one and then intangible, and does it matter or?
Well, you need 3.
Yes.
Yeah, you need 3, but so it doesn't matter what 3 you pick from what list or?
Let's see now. I've actually got the book pulled up on page 109 for that question, Pav.
Okay.
Step 7, assets. Your character begins play with 3 assets, one of which must be tangible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something you keep on you at all times, or you carry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like your personal ornithopter.
Hey Brian, in this section, actually on the assets, I was going to ask and see if it could be created as an asset for me. You know how doctors have stethoscopes?
Yeah.
They are non-computerized or anything like that, so nothing that's going to violate the Butlerian jihad statements or whatever.
The edicts.
The maybe right. I was thinking of like a bionic sound amplifier. So, I mean, we are many, many years in the future. So something that just maybe it's installed or maybe it's some sort of enhancement for performing vital sign checks and things of that nature.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. That's totally within reason. No, it makes good sense that the advancement in medical technology would definitely have something that would be able to enhance. If you're looking for vital signs that may be slowed or undetectable,
mainly frequency detection. I mean, I know currently today now they're coming out with like a lot of those earphones that the sound waves travel through the bone.
Yep.
And gets to your ear. So,
yep.
I mean, who knows what they have in the far future?
Right.
But something of that nature. It would also be something that carries a kind of a self-deletion tick on it as well. That's part of the character's function. If ever backed into a corner of having to harm others, this is a well-known thing in the Dune universe for Suk physicians.
Okay. No, I'm
it's a little
down.
Dark, morbid, but it is what it is.
Hey, no, I'm down with it. I think it's a great idea. This also plays into your sensor creation, is the sensor creation part of your house. So again, you guys are making my job easier, which just makes everything just seems to be falling into place. Okay, cool. All right.
All right. So for like assets for me, like a personal shield, I can have that.
Yes, personal shield is especially for the air of the house. A personal shield would probably be useful.
So, what would be another good asset you think?
One of the assets that I took was it was a service, an intrigue asset, and it's called service, and essentially it's almost like phone a friend, from what I was reading on it.
Cool.
Actually, that'd be really cool. Is you could reach out and talk to a colleague, another Sook doctor, or maybe even a professor at the Sook school. That would be also kind of useful. So I like that. That's beautiful.
Phone a friend.
Yeah, phone a friend. Dial a buddy, yeah, or whatever. Okay. So yeah,
who was it that has like a squadron of men? There's like a squad of fighters. There you go.
I was going to ask, would that be okay with me being the War Master? Could I have like a small specialist, not like an army, but like 6 guys?
Yeah, like a squad. It's a squad, a squad of guys that you could call to do things, to either aid or and especially if you're on the home world, or if you also decide to, because these are items that these are assets that are going to be permanent for the most part. These are permanent kind of assets. They're not like assets that you create during a scene, because usually if you create an asset in a scene, it goes away after the scene ends. But these right here are creation assets. So that there's no problem with that. And I think it would be, being that you say, are you the War Master or are you the Sword Master?
War Master, I believe.
War Master. Okay. So yeah, you would definitely have this squad of elites. Now, of course, they're not Sardaukar, but they're good. And but yeah, and you can call on them to aid you in situations, or you could also send them on tasks off planet. But of course, you could either do that on your own, send them off, or if the heir or the ruler of the house says, "Hey, we need to secure this site," or we need to, then that would be quite useful.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
So never mind.
So Melinda,
does some of those ideas give you some help, Greta?
A person with me at all times?
No,
I wouldn't think so.
no. You're good. You're good. You're
I'm overthinking.
You're way overthinking this.
That's fine. Hey, at least I'm putting effort into a backstory on this one.
That is true. That is true.
So I'm having a kind of a think in regards to the scout archetype.
Okay.
For what our house is doing and things like that. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't just change it to either spy master or infiltrator.
Okay.
I could see you as a spy master.
Yeah, so right now I have you as spy master for the house.
Or spy, yeah, spy. So yeah, I mean I could look at changing from scout to spy, because that would fall a bit more in line.
Okay. That works too.
Right. So I was planning on actually going over this character probably a couple more times to make sure I'm not missing anything. I still can't get my head around the assets. So I can have one personal, which is kind of an intangible one, right?
Yeah.
And then I can have two that are kind of like, I think I saw in there's one of them is like it wasn't a favor. It was like something I could use.
Right.
It's not so intangible, right? Or tangible.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it could be, let's say they have a list of things or ideas for intangibles.
They have like ones for espionage. They have one for what was the other one? They got warfare assets, but I think those are going to tend to be more tangible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a house shield. Those are definitely more
tangible. Yeah.
Tangible. Yeah. Transport.
Yeah, they got espionage assets, and some of those are very tangible.
Right.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Mm-hmm. Poison. I mean, that's going to be that's going to be tangible. So,
right.
I mean, there's communication. So there's for like communication. So I could use. Okay. Knowledge.
Okay, yeah, like intrigue assets. They have let's see, service. Everything comes with a price.
There's also
rights.
people. There's people I can use like for some of the contracts and agents. Okay, so all right, I got it.
Yeah,
I get it. Okay.
Blackmail.
There's also ornithop. You could also have a vehicle.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think I'm getting my head around it now.
Okay.
And just some of the things I was reading, like the difference, the different tools and personal equipment, and I was like, these are all seem very tangible. Then I'm getting into it's more about who you know kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Transport. Anti-grav platform.
Those are, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I should just stick it to Ed and take a naval transport and said, nah, I got a ship. All right. Okay, I think I'm getting my head, but I'm thinking I'm getting in line with it now. So okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like I mean, and there's like really interesting items that, like the Ixion damper is a really interesting tool and quite useful. The Communinet asset, you can essential in relaying information on a universal scale. Yeah, I mean that's kind of neat too. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I'm getting an idea here.
Okay. Cool. All right. Any other things that you might be struggling with that we can address as a team?
So I did see. So the download, the character sheet I got, I only see one page. Is there supposed to be a second page to it?
Nope. It's a one-page deal.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh, okay. So the folks who may have questions about determination, anybody have, or did y'all get determination pretty easily? Yeah, Nick, you had a determination.
No, not determination, dedication. Sorry.
Oh, dedication. Oh, okay. So, but everybody's cool with the determination. Everybody gets a point of determination.
Yeah, what is that?
To start? Okay. So, determination's a really... Okay, go ahead.
What are we talking about?
Determination. This one right here.
Yeah,
Where is that in the book?
Okay. So, where is it in the book? Let's take a look.
You said determination?
Yeah.
Lower right-hand corner.
What page? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of the character sheet. Lower right-hand corner. Did you find it, Bev?
Oh, I see the okay. It looks like a number goes in there.
Yeah. Yeah. So everybody starts with 1 point of determination. Now, what determination it can be used for is that you can spend that point of determination to get an automatic success on a die roll. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. You can also, I believe you can spend, I think you can give threat. You can give threat to the game master, and you can get a point of determination. But you have to make sure that it goes with, I think it's talents, maybe. Is it talents or your drive statement?
I think it might be drive.
Yeah, I think it's a drive statement. is that you have to, if that's one of those other ones that is a little weird. Let's see if I can find determination. A better.
I've gone to kind of a quick sheet help that's inside the actual book.
Okay.
I think it's like page 325.
325? Cool.
326. It's in the appendix section, and in there it actually has a whole page. It'll talk about determination for the players. It'll talk about adding to threat and challenging drives as well as momentum uses.
Okay. So 325 up at and it shows you actually the page that it talks about, which is page 157.
Yeah, I'm on 157 right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I really kind of like the idea that you have that that if you're in a really tight spot and you need a success, that you can throw that determination in there and do it. Let's see. So you may be spent on a test where a drive statement applies without conflict with the action. So you got to make sure that your drive statement applies. Now, if it doesn't apply, you can strike that drive statement and pick another one. That you'll have to pick another one to be able to do this. Let's see, determination.
I think that kind of simulates a internal conflict of a character.
Yes. So that's something to also kind of think about. But of course, if your drive statement applies without conflict, you're good to go. You can just spend it and away you go. You get your success, which is great. If any player opts to challenge, they may gain one. Oh, may be spent in the following ways. Oh, okay. So actually, you can try to get a point of determination by, I guess, doing a challenge on a test. That's interesting too. Drive statements applies without conflict if any player opts to challenge or comply on a test. They may gain 1 point of determination. Oh, okay. So if you decide to challenge, but what are you challenging? Are you challenging the roll? Let's see what 157 says. Anybody else see something that would make that a little bit more? Okay, let's see what it says. Start of each adventure, you have a single point of determination, but you can get more during gameplay. Yeah, you can't have more than 3, so that's good.
Hey, Brian, real quick. I did a YouTube search, Dune Adventures Imperium Determination, to see if people would kind of discuss it. We came third on the list.
We came third on the list.
We're third. So there's Dune Adventures Imperium actual play live stream, how to play Dune Adventures Imperium, and then Dune Adventures Imperium Session 0.
That's kidding. Us. You got to be kidding me. Oh shit. Or how to screw up this game and not even play it yet. Okay.
Fun regardless.
So it says when you attempt a skill test and the drive you are using has the drive statement, both you and the game master should consider whether the statement and the action you're attempting aligns. If the statement supports the action, that is, if the statement would be an advantage to the action being attempted, then you can use that drive freely for that action and you may spend the point of determination. So so we have to make sure that it lines up. Let's see. However, if the statements would conflict with the action, it may impair your character's judgment, making them biased, blinding them to possibilities, or it may be that the action goes against your character's morals. spiritual drives, or sense of honor, then the game master can offer a point of determination to give you a choice: comply or challenge. Let's see, if you comply with the drive, then you immediately suffer a complication. Oh boy. Okay, that's cool. And I understand what complications are, so that's not a problem. But if you challenge it, then you may act freely, but you must cross out that drive statement. And you may not use that drive score again until it has been recovered. So you can't use that until you actually recover it. Wow. Okay. So when can you recover it? That's what I'd like to know. Let's see. You may refuse. You may also. I wonder if you can recover it after a scene or an actual. I think it's a scene. Or is that too soon?
It actually says it on that page. Recovering a drive. Between adventures or in a scene where the character can come to terms with their priorities. That's the appendix reference I had.
Oh, okay.
Mainly, reduce the drive that has been crossed out by 1, unless it is 4, and reinstate it. Okay. Increase the drive. It is now equal to by 1. And then you create a new drive statement for any drive rated 6 or more without 1. It should relate to the action that caused the challenge.
Okay. Okay, that's something we'll definitely have to play with and see how that how that works. But at least you guys know that is one of those things that you could definitely use, and everybody gets a point of determination to start with. And we'll get to advancement points later, because I think you have to achieve like 10 advancement points before you can get. I think it actually gives you skill points that you can distribute, which is kind of nice. There is advancement. There is a way to make yourself better. It's not like Call of Cthulhu where there's a good chance you're just going to go insane and your character wakes up in a rubber room wrapped up in a straitjacket, which is the best case scenario in that game. Okay, so let's see. Did we talk about talents? Did everybody kind of figure out what their talents are? How talented they are? Are you talented? No.
Talent. Yeah, I think that was actually pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Well, good. As long as everybody kind of has a general idea on those, because those talents can definitely help you. Like if you're facing a skill challenge and one of your talents applies, then it would actually lower the difficulty for the check, which is kind of nice.
I think I have a quick question on the talents.
Okay.
So because I have a faction, does that stick me with the 3 talents, or let's see, I'm trying to read here. Choose 3 talents. Each archetype suggests 1 talent. Faction characters must pick all mandatory talents, but otherwise have a free choice for any remaining pick.
Okay.
So on mine, would I see 4 talents or still just the standard 3?
Well, I think everybody starts with. I thought everybody started with. Is it 3 talents?
Yeah, I got 3. I think you have to pick 1 from your archetype, and then 2
from.
I can't remember now.
I guess somewhere else.
Let's see now. So my mandatory talent's going to be the Imperial conditioning for the Sook Doctor.
Yep.
And then if I go down, let's see now. So I also chose, what is it? Analyst, I think it was.
Okay.
Or my archetype.
Why is this man lying on the floor?
Let's analyze this.
I
So
think
then that
from-
one's going to.
I think from
I'm sorry?
reading that sounds like that you have to pick all talents that are associated with your archetype. You just can't choose anything outside of it. Is that how I'm reading that? Faction characters must pick all mandatory talents, otherwise have a free choice for any remaining picks.
Right.
That
Yeah.
sounds like you can pick
Yeah.
as
So-
opposed to must pick.
Yeah, I mean, so if they have a mandatory one, then they have to definitely take it. But once you've taken all of the mandatory ones, you have more free reign to choose.
Okay. Because then I have, so I'll have the Imperial conditioning, I'll have the intent study,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll have to choose between two. I'll get that to you later.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. I mean, because we still have some time before we actually play the first session. So, I mean, because the holidays are coming up, and I know that, there's going to be some time restraints. I know that, like, with the Princess of Selene thing, we're wrapping that one up. Hopefully it'll be the first 2 weeks of December. So once we break for the holidays, I think we're going to try to do our session 1 for this one maybe after Christmas. If everybody's kind of cool, like maybe the week like right before New Year's or something, like maybe that Monday or something, or one of those days, I don't know, or maybe after the first of the year. So
They're going. They've got scouts.
Oh no, I have Wi-Fi.
You have Wi-Fi?
I got Wi-Fi. Okay, well that's cool too. Okay, so any other questions or concerns about character creation? I think we're kind of good. I know that, like I said, you guys have a little bit of tweaking and some things you want to do.
I have
Definitely.
one
I'm definitely going to be watching some more videos.
Yeah, that might help. I know I will.
I have a big empty spot on my sheet that says personality traits.
Uh-huh. Personality traits.
Upper right.
So I was trying to figure that one out too. And to me, I think, what was it? I found it. I think it was it was kind of like your archetype.
Okay.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
So whenever I was looking, because I was struggling with that one a little bit too. I'm trying to find that location again.
So here,
300 pages in this book.
So a trait. Let me make sure I'm reading this. It's personality traits, but I'm assuming that's what it's kind of talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
An archetype provides a single trait representing this character's role or status, and for me it was scout, so that's what I kind of put in there, which would be the archetype's name. You may change or expand this if you wish to something unique and befitting your concept, but the trait provided by your chosen archetype should serve as a basis for whatever you create. And that's what I kind of got out of it. And I think something else I picked, I was able to pick a second trait. But I'm going to have to see if I can find that again.
On page 124, it's talking about finishing touches, and it has a bit about oops, sorry. I somehow skipped a bunch of pages. It talks about your character's personality, and stuff like that. I kind of thought that's what it meant by personality traits, like just kind of build your character's personality.
Yes,
because it asks like super simple stuff like, what makes your character angry? When was the last time you cried? So it's got some interesting questions to build your character around.
Right. Yeah, I think this it gives you a little bit more creativity, your own personal creativity. You can kind of fill that out and say, okay, this is what this guy is like. Is he approachable? Is he a complete asshole? You can really just kind of, is he off-putting? Is he jovial? Is he a fun guy? Whatever. But yeah, I think also.
Was that on page 102 that you were talking about, Nick?
124.
124.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 102 actually is the personal traits section.
Oh, okay.
The measure of a character goes into personal traits. A character has 2 traits, which are essential descriptions of the character. These traits provide a context for a character's actions, influencing the difficulty of the task they attempt, and they help you and the game master determine what is possible or impossible for the character to attempt. In this way, they are no different than the traits that the game master describes when they set a new scene. Let's see, go a little forward. Talks about the first trait is normally their title, status, or role. So for my character, the physician of the house, the physician of the house,
Yep.
would be mine. The first trait should always mention the house to which the character belongs. The next paragraph is character's second trait is more personal, taking the form of a character's reputation, such as just and wise or callous and ruthless. It is how the character is perceived by others, and thus influences how others approach and regard them, for better or worse. Then, of course, skip down a couple of paragraphs. Occasionally, a character may have a third trait. This might reflect a secondary affiliation or loyalty. Thus, for me, is Sook Doctor.
Right. Cool. Okay. I think that I think that answered the question, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. All right. So that covered, and then I think was that they have ambition under the bottom there. Not sure how that works out, but ambition.
It's one of your
I think
drives.
Yeah, it's like it's a drive, isn't it? Like
it's the highest drive that you have.
It's the high drive statement. Yeah. Okay. And whatever you've assigned that statement to be.
I don't know if it's based upon the statement itself. I think it's just the drive itself.
It's just the drive. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. All righty. Well, that's good. Well, I think we've gotten pretty, at least somewhat of a grasp on this. Okay, so for those people who've never played the 2D20 system, you know that it's to get a critical success, it's a 1 instead of a 20. So that's going to be kind of fun for us to, especially us old guys who'd be like,
well,
Pat should do great.
Yeah.
But Pav will be fine. I'm not worried about Pav because Pav's rolls are usually abysmal, which are perfect. But hopefully we didn't, this isn't, now this will be the test, because if you start rolling high numbers, it'll be like, you're just cursed, dude.
Not meant to roll dice.
Here's the thing, right? We're using, DD and Beyond to do the rolls. So,
right. Yeah. Yeah. And that's also another thing I wanted to, I didn't really know how useful or how easy it would be to also set up our character sheets in Roll20. I know we have that option, but I was thinking we're just going to use our character sheets. You just have them and then we'll just roll real dice. And I trust that you guys will be forthright and honest with your rolls. So, I think that's the way we're going to go that way. I think that'd be the best way to do it.
Did you have something set up in Roll20 for us, or we're just gonna be able to wing it outside of that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I have maps and everything already done. I've got. I mean, if you haven't joined the Roll20 yet, I can.
I'm the only one there.
You're the only one there. Okay.
Yeah. There's my avatar sitting on this nice little sandy desert all by himself.
Oh no,
I'm not logged in.
Hold on, I'll get you guys the link so you guys will have it, because you kind of need it. Imagine that. Yeah, I have everything. I have a ton of stuff like log data, and I also bought the books for Roll20, so you can also have them all the stuff there as well in Roll20. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, I went ahead and spent a little bit of money.
Oh,
You know, what
Do you want?
the things I do for you all.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
you should. Well, you should.
you can there's if you go into the it talks about archetypes, assets, NPCs,
Yeah.
roles, talents.
There's a ton of things. Yeah, but
Arcane native.
yeah, and I know they have a character sheet which will actually do the roles for you, and it'll like you can choose what drives you want, your drive statement, and all that stuff. It's really what the 2 times I played it, I actually we did it on Roll20, and it was really nice. But these were already pre-gen characters from a module that they bought, so. There is that. Why is that being weird? Huh. Oh, that's why it's being weird. I was like, well, why isn't my Roll20 coming up? But then I found out why. Hey. Okay. But no, thanks again, guys, for signing up to do this. I know it's weird and strange, and I'm pray that we actually have a good time and are able to figure this out. But I've also been like reading and listening to some others, and where they've actually taken they've went through and went, okay, well, we're not going to use that part, or we're not going to do this part, and it seemed to work out really well with them. But I wanted to try to get a good grasp of the whole thing before I start chopping it to bits and like, no, we're not going to use that ever again. I mean, I love the Dune universe, and I've been a big fan since I was a kid. So getting a chance to play this with people who are interested is kind of it's a dream come true.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm very interested. This is the first time I've ever played the system. I'm not a big Dune fan. I've read some, but I'm really intrigued with this, and hopefully at some point we're going to get the gameplay down and it'll just come to us.
Yeah, exactly. That's really the big thing. Okay, so who needs the link? Because I see that we have 3 players. Okay, so I'm going to drop this. Okay.
What?
I will drop this.
You were on mute when you said that.
Oh.
Mute.
Let me see if I can quickly drop this in the Dune.
He gave some nonverbal commands there, Grinna.
Nonverbal commands. Okay, cool.
Oh, I guess I ought to change my name on there. Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just dropped it in the Dune chat, the Discord Dune chat. So feel free to jump in and look at that. But yeah, I had it set up that you can use the character sheet if you want, but if you don't want to do that, I am totally fine. I think it's just fine that everybody has their character sheet in front of them, and we just roll dice, like real dice, and have fun.
Like a tabletop game.
Like an actual tabletop game, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Any other questions before we wrap up shop? Do you guys have any questions for me about what? Okay, Nick.
So just keep me up to date on, or not up to date, just keep me in the loop with the dates, and I can get work off because I'm a manager. Sorry, my voice is going. I'm a manager at a dispensary. So as long as I get that day in for the session, I'm chilling.
Okay. Is there any specific dates people are looking to either would like or would like to avoid?
I have to have advanced warning on. I have to make sure I have all the leadership for my troop to meet.
Okay.
Yep, Tuesdays are right out.
No, I didn't say that.
I did.
Okay.
Okay. So Tuesdays are right out, and I totally get that. That's fine. Being that I figure we're not going to get started until probably after Christmas, because there's just way too much stuff getting ready to kick off. And I know everybody's busy between I know this upcoming week and Christmas and New Year's. I don't expect to start anything before either the week after Christmas or the week after New Year's. So I know that a lot of evenings, and I don't really know what's going to happen after the Princess of Selene, because I don't have anything. I mean, I do have something planned for Dungeons and Dragons, but I haven't really solidified a start date on that, because I don't know if Ed's got ideas or whatever. It's kind of hard to tell. It's very up in the air.
He's always got ideas.
Yeah, he has ideas, but
it's the execution that is the issue.
Yeah, the execution seems to fall way short, which is fine. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it does.
So what would you guys think about? Let me look ahead here on the old calendar. Let's see if we can kind of see if there's anything good. Okay, so what do you guys think about January 8th? It's a Thursday. So do we want to try to go for that?
Sure.
Yeah,
That works.
with that.
That works. Yeah.
Okay. So
Probably for about the same time, I'm assuming.
Yep, January 1st, or not January 8th at 7:00.
January 8th, 7:00.
Okay.
And that is Eastern Standard Time.
That is
us
Eastern
in
Standard
different
Time. Yeah. So because I know we have a few people who are Central. I think we have a couple of Mountain people.
Mountain.
Yeah. Okay. Some Mountain people. Do we have anybody on the West Coast? I think everybody's kind of in the center or near the center.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Because I think I'm the only Eastern Standard Time person, aren't I? Yeah, I think so. Alrighty. So hopefully that'll be good for you guys, because I know that for Mountain Time that means that would be what, 5:00 for you guys? Is that your start time? Is that okay for you, Nick? I mean, and Pav?
Beck's big chilling.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm super fine with that.
Sorry, what time we talking again?
Okay, so it would be 5:00 your time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, I just making sure, because I don't want to, I don't want people, crashing their cars coming home in the snow or something, because you guys live out west.
Yeah. Well, hasn't been much of snow since as of yet, so.
Well, I'm very fortunate because I can usually escape. Well, on Thursdays I work remote, so I don't have to go anywhere. Thank God. So
nice.
Yeah. So, alrighty. Well, good. Well, thanks again, guys, for coming out and, like I said, volunteering to give this a try. So we have a few weeks to finally tap things down. So we'll have some. If you have any other questions, we can go to the book and try to figure out. If you watch some more videos, maybe get some. And I actually listened to a really great podcast of these. They ran a Dune adventure, and they were from Australia, and they were hilarious. And it was just excellent. So I'll post that on there. I found it on iTunes, and I think they were on Spotify also. But definitely something to listen to. They were quite funny, and they had a really good grasp of the game. The guy who was running it was top notch. So either he had been schooled particularly well in it, or had read the book like 50 times or something, and maybe doesn't have an old brain like mine. Maybe he's a young kid or something. I don't know. All right. Any last thoughts before we close up shop?
I would like to take and just express thanks and gratitude. I think it's going to be fun. Looking forward to what's happening. I know we got a little more time to wrap up our characters and things like that, but thank you, Brian, for putting this on for us. And huge thanks to the people in the chat as well.
Yeah, big thanks to folks who were checking us out this evening. Hopefully we'll be able to put on a fun show that people will enjoy listening to, and that because I've already been thinking about something more past this. I mean, the house, the way you guys described it, the way we set it up, I'm excited. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is exactly what I was hoping for. And I don't know, Jolly, the idea with the sensors was just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yep,
I was
awesome.
like, yay, this is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think I do have one other thing to shout out is the hope for a D&D game around Thanksgiving. It might be pushed to the 18th, I think you mentioned, if we don't have players. A little one shot.
Let's see. We have the one shot coming up on the 20. Is it the 26th? Yeah,
I think it's the 22nd.
Yeah, it's the 26th. It is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and I know a lot of people don't have time around that, but I'm kind of hoping that there are people who are like, my wife told me to stay out of the kitchen for 3 days. So I can't help her. She does not want my aid in anything to deal with Thanksgiving preparation. So I have to find something to do with my time. And that is why I thought, you know what? Let's just play some D&D on Wednesday night. And I created a really nice one-shot dungeon crawl, 5th edition, easy stuff. So folks watching in chat, if you are interested in that, and any guys here, if you're interested, I know it's kind of short notice, but right now I know I have Jolly on board, and I also have Iona Bliss. She is also playing, which is great. We got a chance to meet her. What was it, last week? I think it was last week. Yeah. So, if you're looking for like 3 more players, if you happen to be interested, come on down, and I'll try to get you killed. Yeah. Try to get you killed on the in the game. Not in real life.
Melinda and I are about 80% on that, so I'll let you know.
Okay.
There'll need to be some. Yeah, there'll need to be some stability characters. The bard and the warlock, they're going to kind of conflict, I think, on character traits.
Yeah.
What level characters?
First level. Oh, third level. Third level characters. Yeah, it's all third level. Yeah, we're not doing first level this time. We're going to do third, so you can walk in and have a little bit of power, a little bit of, have a little bit of fun with that.
What classes you got so far?
So you have a warlock and you got a bard. So we're kind of looking for classes.
This party needs.
So
bring it on.
Yeah, so you would definitely need something with a little bit of punch, maybe some healing, maybe. But what I did is I used what's it called? I used Dungeon Alchemist as the map creator, and really nice dynamic lighting for that. Ooh. So those are really nice. We've actually used those before. Yeah, we've used those before in POC, and it works out really, really well. So actually, what was it? The Prophet's Bounty Inn was done in Dungeon Alchemist.
That's the one I burned down, right?
Yeah, you burned that one to the ground. Nice.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, really nice.
Did you do the Vampire Caverns as well on that one?
The Vampire Cavern was done with that, as well as Kodal Keep was also done with Dungeon Alchemist.
Very cool.
There's some that I purchased the maps, and then some that I actually just build myself. Like the what was it, the sewage tunnels under Zyph were all done with Dungeon Alchemist.
Oh, cool.
As was the dungeon where you fought Adra. Yeah.
So you were the one that was populating it, right?
Yeah.
So it's all your fault.
Yeah, of course. I'm the dungeon master. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Albie says he'd like to play, but he doesn't know how the VA is going to treat him that day.
Yeah, they may treat him badly. So, I mean, it's the VA, for God's sakes. All right. So folks watching at home, thank you all again very much for hanging out with us. I know that we were all over the board this evening with this. It was not very well, just like the book, I feel we were not very well put together. But I'm kind of hoping that between now and January 8th, when we come back to do our session 1, we will have a much better grasp of the game mechanics, and we will give you all a good show and hopefully inspire others to reach out and play in the Dune universe. So, all right, guys, y'all have a wonderful night, and we will catch you. Catch you actually on Thursday this Thursday. I think it's like 2 Thursdays.
2 Thursdays.
For Princess of Selene. As we we get ready to start closing out that 2.5 year campaign. Woo.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Holy mackerel.
The Mystic Syndicate is a creation.
All right. Good night, gentlemen.
And host.
Good night, all.
Anderson.
Good night.
Dune. Adventures in the Imperium is a Modifius Entertainment product. The Moon Secret is a custom content adventure created by Brian Anderson. All questions or comments can be directed to our email at tmsynd@gmail.com.